Alright, so what is with today's video? Well, unfortunately, the video I wanted to make, I was putting it together and I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all. So today's video, I actually want to talk about just the truth of being a YouTube fisherman. And also, there's there's two parts of videos that I'm going to splice in here. I'm going to talk a little bit about finding crappie on new lakes and what happens when cold fronts move in and you literally can't see them on sonar, or they're really hard to find on sonar. So to start off, the truth of YouTube fishing. This 30-day challenge, I definitely should have made it like 20 days. 20 days I was good, feeling strong through 20 days. 30-day challenge is quite a bit. The comments have been amazing. The growth from subscribers since when I started the 30-day challenge, I was around 6,000, and now I just passed through 7,600. So we're only on day 23. And on top of that, the average view count went from, I think I was barely making 1,000 views on average per week, and now it's around 2,000. Maybe some of them are a little more. So it's been beneficial for the channel itself and growing the audience, but the problem is I should have filmed more going into August to kind of prep for this. I had about 10 videos pre-filmed for this challenge, thinking that was enough leeway or lead time to make this thing happen. But the truth about YouTube fishing is an absolute grind, and I don't know how many comments. I think over the past like 2 months I started getting, let's say, 3 or 4 comments per video asking about how to set up it, how to start a new channel, how to grow an audience, and what kind of equipment do you use, this kind of thing. Like, all people, even I used to ask that with other YouTubers. And before you even ask any of those questions, take this is your phone, go film a video with your phone, because that will cost you nothing, right? Go film fishing a pond and try and tell a story, and then try to do it probably, I would recommend doing it like a half dozen times. Then you're going to ask your first question. Do I really want to do this? Do I want to do YouTube? Because it is definitely some work, okay? It's fun. You get to go out and film doing what you love to do. For me, it's being on the boat, being on the water, and fishing for crappie. That's the first question you need to answer. And when you answer yes to that, like I have, obviously I'm still around, you're going to post some more videos. And the second question you're going to ask yourself is this a hobby, or is this something you're going to hustle and grind at? Is this something you're going to take a business model and your creativity and then combine them so that you can actually have a revenue stream that covers the cost of making these videos, pays for the boat gas, the truck gas, to get to the bodies of water that you fish? Or, I mean, it's not even fishing, it's just YouTube outdoors is a grind for so many reasons, and one of them is the cost of travel. You know, a lot of YouTubers they just film in their house. They don't experience what we have to go through as YouTube anglers and outdoorsmen and women. The fact that we have to deal with the elements outside is a pain in the butt sometimes, that YouTubers that just sit in a house with a webcam or a regular camera at their computer, they never have to deal with that. They don't have to deal with elements. They don't have to deal with travel costs. And they don't have to deal with travel time. Travel time is a killer, an absolute killer. I was actually out tonight, and I was going to try and film something at the lake one of the lakes I'm going to show you here. But by the time I got to my apartment to pick up my boat, I would have only had about 45 minutes to fish once I got to the lake. It's nothing. I mean, it gets dark at like 7:30 right now, so it sucks. But time of travel, cost of travel, dealing with the elements, filming in the elements, it's all something you have to consider if you really want to do this and hustle and grind at this and combine business model with your creativity to create some sort of revenue stream. By no means do I have a business model figured out, okay? I make enough to cover gas, and I'm happy with that right now. I'd like to grow it, but I'm still trying to figure that out. But if this is just a hobby for you, like you post once a month or twice a month, completely fine. Okay, that's some of the best storytellers on YouTube are just hobbyists. Okay, they tell a story once a week or once every 2 weeks, and it's really, really well done. There's nothing wrong with that. I guess the choice you're gonna have to make is, do you want to try to make a full-time income or a full-time revenue stream from this? I'm not saying do it full-time, but try to make a full-time revenue stream doing YouTube outdoors, and that's the choice of, you got to hustle and grind and put quality videos out consistently, because that's the name of the game. The more quality videos you put out, the more consistently you put those out, you win. You grow an audience and you maintain that audience. That's kind of over the past 23 days now, 24 days. That's kind of what I've really experienced with trying to do this every single day, of posting a video every single day, of, is this maintainable? I don't think every single day is maintainable. Going into October, November, actually the plan is going from October to March, post a minimum of 3 videos per week. I think that's doable. I really do. And some of you are probably gonna ask, how do you do that? Do you go out 3 times a week? No. Okay, nobody does that. If you have a full-time job and you are a YouTuber, and outdoor YouTube, you have to block film. You don't have a choice. So on the weekends, I try to film anywhere between 7 to 10 videos on a weekend. It's very for me, if I can get on the fish, it's very doable. Unlike this past weekend where I didn't get on the fish, it's not very doable, and I'm going to explain that in a second here, but you have to block film. That's the only way to be efficient. It's the only way to post consistently, a high volume consistently, and still have quality videos. You can't be going out every single night of the week, or every other night of the week, fishing, filming, and then the next night edit. It's too much of a grind for you. It's going to cost too much in gas money. You're not going to make anything from it. It's not a good business model, not unless you do it full time. So that is my little rant on YouTube. There's 2 decisions you're gonna have to make. For the first one, after about a half dozen videos, do I want to do YouTube? The second one, do I want to be a hobbyist YouTuber, or do I actually want to hustle and grind at this and try to make a full-time income from it? Maybe not work full-time at it, but make a full-time income from it. That's the decision you're gonna have to make. And when you get to the point where you're asking that second question, that's when you can ask, okay, should I invest in camera equipment, a bunch of different gear? Okay, that's okay. But the first question, just film with your phone. Film with this one right here. You don't need anything else. I think it was Catch 'em All Fishing. He tapes his phone to his head like that or something. He does something weird like that when he goes fishing. So 6 videos. If you like doing it, okay, think about investing in a GoPro or bigger camera like this. This is an expensive camera. This is a $1,200 setup. It's a lot of money to invest. So just be aware of that. So that's the truth of what I've experienced so far being a YouTuber or a YouTube fisherman, angler. It's been a grind the past 23 days. It really has. But let's get into talking about fishing, because that's what these videos are supposed to be about. So this first clip, I was actually fishing a small lake in northern Wisconsin, and I got a tip. I was fishing a different lake, and I met a guy at the boat ramp, and he said he had a cabin on this lake, and he said there's really nice crappie in it. So of course I'm going to try it out, but I did my homework on it, and I'll pull up a map here. And during the fall, some of these natural lakes have deep potholes in them. And I don't know if down south if you have lakes like this or not, but in the Midwest we do. And what happens is these crappie will actually set up on the edges of these deep potholes because there's usually like a weed line edge, and they'll feed on the bait fish that kind of circle it. They'll circle it. So all you have to do is, once you find the school, you just kind of troll around the edge of this pothole, and you can stand right on top of them and vertically jig them. You can cast for them. You can do whatever. On this lake, that was the game plan. So let's start off by the game plan. What I'm looking for is just right on the edge of the bowls. I'm going to try to troll around the outside of them and look for schooled up crappie. That's what I'm thinking they're going to be. There's a dove right there. There's a dove on the road. Oops. He is lucky it is not dove season. Oh wait, it is dove season. He's lucky I don't have a shotgun. Whoa. It's lucky I do not have a shotgun with me. Actually, I do have a shotgun with me, come to think of it. But it's not legal to shoot them on the road. So that's my game plan going onto this lake. Find those edges where these crappie are going to be stacked up, schooled up on in the fall. I don't know what baits I'm going to use yet. Probably some sort of moving baits that I can cover ground. So lipless crankbaits, jigging wrap, maybe some sort of double jig setup. Something that I can use to cover the water column and cover quite a bit of water because I need to move here. I don't have a whole lot of time today, and I want to put some fish in the boat for you. So that was the game plan. I executed the game plan. Tried to find these potholes. I managed to find one way in the far back part of this lake, and I found a school of fish. All right, well, it's been about 45 minutes since I last spoke with you, and I'm going to show you what I did on the map. But first, found a school which I'm pretty sure are crappie. I haven't caught them yet. Here, let's zoom in on this. Blow that up. There they go. I'm pretty sure that's a school of crappie. Problem was, I was there for 5 hours. 5 hours. It took me 2 hours to drive there. 5 hours on the water. Didn't catch a single fish. And then 2 hours to drive back. It was a lot of gas money. And by the time I realized I wasn't going to catch a single fish, or kind of gave up on it, I guess, I planned on filming like a best baits video or best fall fishing tips video, but I was so exhausted from the 2 hour truck drive, and I think I was on the water for almost 4 hours at that point in time. I didn't have the energy and the enthusiasm. I knew the video was going to be terrible if I tried to film it. That's another thing. If you're starting out as a YouTube, make sure not all your videos are hinged on the fact that you need to catch fish. That's not a good business model. That's not a good YouTube model. Okay, have some in your back pocket that if the fish aren't biting, you can explain setups, you can explain sonar, you can explain how you look at maps. That's been key for me. Anytime I post a map video, it's because I haven't been able to catch fish. Yeah, pretty much. I haven't been able to catch fish. So that's the truth. That's the truth. But yeah, I wasn't able to catch fish on this lake. But the important thing is that does work. These natural lakes that have these potholes troll around the outside edges during the fall, because they'll set up there in the fall, and during the winter time they'll actually go to the bottom of the pothole and they'll suspend up. That does work. I've seen numerous videos on it, and I've done it on different lakes. I just wanted to try this new lake, and new lakes are really tough to fish sometimes. So the second lake is a lake that you guys have seen me fish a lot. This is actually this past weekend, and I talked a little bit about block filming, where I try to get half a dozen or a dozen videos filmed in a single weekend. And that's because I can spend Monday, Tuesday editing a bunch of videos, get them all published, and kind of schedule them out so that I'm not always rushed like I am right now. I'm filming this the same night I'm going to be editing and publishing this video. But you don't want to be rushed. You usually want to have like a 3 or 4 day cushion, so you have some time to go out and actually make a quality video and edit it before you're forced to put it out. On this lake that I normally fish, we had huge rainstorms come through the past 3 days, and then huge cold fronts. You saw, I think it was, I don't know if it was my last video or 2 videos before that, I mentioned it was 39 degrees. That was this same day, or one of the same days I tried filming. That was one video I actually managed to get out. Because it was so cold, these crappie actually they actually went straight to the bottom. They were in about 20 to 25 feet, and I couldn't even see them on my Panoptics. That's how close to the bottom they were. I could tell on my down imaging as I went over the top of them, they were maybe 4 to 6 inches off the bottom. They were so low to the bottom, they were not feeding, completely shut down. I think I caught about 4 fish on the entire day, or on the entire weekend. But I did manage 2 videos out of that weekend. They were not, well, you saw them already. It was a double jig video and the fall crappie tips video. I already published them. Those are the only 2 videos I got this past weekend. So I guess fishing wise, during cold fronts like this, and if you're not seeing them on the sonars, if you're not seeing them on the sonars, if you're not seeing them on the sonar, use your down imaging. They're going to be really close to the bottom. They're probably going to be very lethargic, shut down. These crappie were. It was really hard to pull them off the bottom. So that, I guess, is the combination of the truth about YouTube and some crappie fishing tips for you. I know there's no fishing in this video for the most part. Hope you enjoyed the video. I got at least get an insight to the behind the scenes of my world when I'm doing this. And if you are starting a YouTube channel, don't get discouraged by negative comments or dislikes or stuff like that. Just focus on the positive comments, people who actually want to watch your videos and be informed by you or entertained by you. Listen to those people. Don't listen to the other ones. Don't even respond to them in the comment section. Most of those people, that's how they get off, is if you respond to it. So don't even give them, just don't do it. Other than that, schedule out videos. Okay, write out, not scripts, but write out outlines of what you're going to film. Have a game plan going into it. And don't get discouraged or don't get overwhelmed by trying to post consistent videos. Start out by posting one a week. I think one a week is very doable. Then once you get the hang of that, once you get the hang of editing, go to 2 a week. If you're really serious about this, 3 a week is a must to at least maintain an audience and most likely grow an audience. You need about 3 a week. So, all right, that's gonna wrap it up for me. I gotta edit this thing tonight, so appreciate you watching as always. Don't worry, I got I think it's either gonna be a trout fishing video or a white bass fishing video posting tomorrow night. Haven't decided which one I'm going to edit first. But be sure to like and share the videos always, and comment below if you like the behind the scenes look. I know it's not really fishing related, but if you want more kind of YouTube outdoors or YouTube fishing and the business model behind it, if you want videos like that, comment below saying you do, or if you have any questions, let me know in the comments below. And if you're not a subscriber and this is your first time watching the 30-day video challenge, you better subscribe. There's only 6 more videos left. Make sure you and click the bell, because there's only 6 more videos left. Make sure you get notified every time I post one of those last 6. Alright, I gotta get this thing edited. We'll see ya.